Hey, what's up guys? Luke here today with a video review for you of an application for the Mac called Snapheal, which is kind of a Photoshop alternative. Really cool application. But before we get into it, I want to give you guys a quick update because at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you how you can win multiple copies of Snapheal. Sorry, there's multiple copies of Snapheal being given away and how you can actually win an iPad from the company that makes this app. But first, I want to do a quick update. For those of you guys following me on Twitter, twitter.com/LukeDeMarco, shameless plug. You know that my website and my web hosting account was suspended a couple weeks ago by my web provider for too much traffic on the server. So first of all, I want to say thank you to all you guys for visiting my website because I apparently was getting too much traffic on my server, and they told me that was not allowed, and they just suspended it without warning. So I'm currently in the process of rebuilding 4 years of WordPress data because I've migrated over to Squarespace. But thank you to you guys for visiting my website. It's now up and running again. The posts just aren't there, but all the pages, the downloads page, wallpapers, live page, frequently asked questions, a lot of cool stuff there. LukeDeMarco.com for more information. But without further ado, thank you to you guys for visiting my website, and let's get into the review. Today we're going to be looking at an application called Snapheal, made by a company called MacFun. Really, really cool application. It's a photo manipulation application, which is kind of meant to be an easier alternative for Photoshop, because Photoshop can get really complicated and not a lot of users understand how to use it. This is an easy, affordable alternative to Photoshop called Snapheal. So let's get into it. You got three options when you open up. This is the application. One bounce opened up, very lightweight application. You got three options. You can load images from a folder, okay? You can import images from your iPhoto library, your pictures library, desktop pictures. I just wiped this computer, so I don't have anything in there. Or you can open recent, which is what I'm going to do. Or you can actually just drag and drop images right onto this part right here. So, but I'm going to open recent. It's a photo of my brother in Florida in front of a pond, because I'm going to use it to manipulate some kind of the elements. But let's look over the features first. On the top left here, we have import and load, kind of just what we had on the same menu. So if you want to import a new photo or load up a new photo, you can save it to your hard drive as a JPEG or any other kind of format if you want. You can share it to social media websites, which we will be doing later, so we'll take a little bit of a look at that feature later. And then you've got your zooming in features here, so you can fit it to screen. So if I want to zoom in here, this picture was taken with my iPhone. So I can zoom in, I can zoom out, I can go to the actual size of the photo, or I can just fit it to screen, which is where I'm going to keep it. To the right of that, we have undo and redo features, kind of Command Z is undo, up Command Z is redo. So those are your basic features right there. And then over here on the right hand side, this is where all the magic happens. Okay, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just counted. I was going to count 6, and there is 6. Sorry, I've been out of school for a while. School ended a couple months ago, and I'm just brain gone. Not even a couple months ago. My whole time perception is done. Anyways, so these are the features. Okay, erase, which is by far my favorite feature because it's got some really, really, really cool effects in here. Okay, so we're going to take a little, because we're actually going to do an erase demo. I'm just going to tell you about all the other features. Cloning and stamp. So obviously you guys know what cloning and stamp is if you've ever used Photoshop. So I can select an area. So say I want 2 of my brother. I'm going to select this here, and then I'm just going to paint in my brother. The blending of the lake we might have to fix up a little bit later with the erase features, which I'll talk about. But now we can kind of safely see 2 of my brother. Who would want 2 of Jack? I don't know. No, I'm kidding. Jack, I totally love you. Anyways, so Jack's gone. You've got your cloning and stamp. You can control the diameter of the brush, the softness, so how feathered the edges are, and also the opacity of Jack. So if you wanted a very translucent Jack, you can have that. Retouching. This is a really cool feature, which is where what I'm going to do is I'm going to saturate. You can saturate different parts of the image. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn up the saturation here to 31. Okay, that's close enough. And I've got my paintbrush here, and I'm just going to select the grass. And you can see this right here, but this grass is getting a lot greener. You know, the color of it is popping a little bit more. So I mean, you can touch that up a little bit. So that's a cool feature where you can just simply select certain areas to saturate. And I'm not going to saturate the other side of the grass, because a cool feature, we're going to move down here to the bottom, is I can compare. It shows the 2 photos. So it shows the before side on the left. So this is before the grass was saturated, and then after the grass was saturated on the light. So you can compare the photos in real time. Well, not real time, but you can compare the photos after you've done the effect to see, you know, if you want to change something, if you want to keep something or stuff like that. So I think that is really cool. So we're going to close that out. And you can also do this. So say you wanted to do a little depth of field in post-production. So you can blur. So I'm going to blur out the buildings back here just with a quick paint. Like, this is so easy, so simple. Sound like an infomercial. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Very easy, very simple way to do that. And then also down here you have your painting, your erasing, so you can paint stuff on. Well, that is the blur, so you can paint on the blur, or you can erase the blur. So I can erase that right there. Put it back up though. Okay. And then still you have the compare FX down here, so I can see before the buildings were blurred, after the buildings were blurred. And I think the blur feature is really cool because you can kind of play around with depth of field after the photo, so in post-production. And it's really easy to do. You don't have to like make a new layer and select this. Simple, easy, paint it on. Okay? Adjust is so that you can do the entire photo. So if you want to adjust the brightness of the entire photo or the exposure, the color temperature and stuff like that. Not going to touch any of those, but there is that feature. And then we have the crop feature, okay? So crop, see if this loads up here. The computer's moving a little bit slow. Oh my goodness, I'm getting the beach ball of death here. Okay, so crop. You can free it, you can rotate it and stuff like that. I'm not gonna crop it because I think this is a great image and it shows you a little grid of like where you can crop it and stuff like that. I'm not gonna do that. And then you can rotate it. So if I wanna rotate it this way, rotate it that way, you know, it's all in good fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, so you've seen the photos, you've seen the effects, okay. I am actually going to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up a new photo. No, I'm going to file, is there a revert? There is not a revert. Okay, I'm just going to open recent, Florida Jack. I'm opening the photo new because I'm going to upload this to the net and you guys are going to kind of see what's going on and stuff like that with the photo. It's going to be really, really cool. All right, so, oh, I already have Florida Jack open. So let's close out Snapheal. So you guys are going to see, actually we can. I'll show you how to save it. Save, you can save as a JPEG, a PNG, or a TIFF. Quality, you can adjust the quality and stuff like that. I am not going to save this though. I'm just going to click don't save, and then I'm going to open up Snapheal again. And I'm going to open recent. Okay, this is the feature I really wanted to show you guys. It's called the erase mode, okay? So it has a really cool feature. There's 3 erase modes. It's called the wormhole, the shape shift, and the twister. The wormhole, it says is best for like facial imperfections and stuff like that, whereas it'll just take the tone of your skin around your face or the imperfection you're trying to get rid of, and it just sucks it in so that it completely gets rid of it. Really, really cool. Shape shift is what I'm going to be doing, which is super, super cool. And I'll tell you about that a little bit later. And twister is just kind of like for skies. It just blends everything together. So for cloud skies and stuff like that. Really, really cool. Shape shift. Okay. So I've got my brush here. Okay. I can select Jack. And then up here I can choose to deselect Jack. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my brush. I don't want Jack in this picture anymore. I'm fed up with him. Let me get him out of this picture. So I'm just going to select his entire person. And I'm going to even get rid of the shadows down here. The shadows, we're going to get rid of as well. Okay, and we're going to go up here. We're going to completely select Jack. So Jack has been completely selected. And then I'm just going to click erase because I don't want him in my photo anymore. And it says doing the magic, and it actually gives you some fun facts. And some of them were really good. Like, I forget what some of them were. Oh, like there's some state that you can't buy alcohol without written permission from your wife if you're married. So there's just really interesting facts. I didn't know that. But anyways, we're going to just kind of fast forward through this process. All right, so we're finishing up our processing here. It's hit 100%, and Jack is gone, okay? And if you're just kind of scanning over that image and you didn't know Jack was there, you would never know that he was ever even there. And in fact, I'm gonna post this photo to Twitter right now, and I'm gonna ask people to. So you might, if you respond to this, you might actually be part of this kind of experiment. I mean, there's a little bit of smudging down by the sidewalk here, which can be touched up with the painting and the features like that. But I mean, it had to go through a few layers. Like it had to erase all of the shadows down here, all of the indents on the grass, and then it had to blend in the lake. So I mean, it got rid of them pretty well for an application like that. So I think that's really, really cool. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to share it. Okay, so we're going to go to Twitter. So follow me if you want, Luke DeMarco. Your tweet. Check this pic. What do you think? This is for a review being posted today. You guys tell what was in this picture. What was in this pic? Image description. So, and I'm just gonna hit upload, okay? And then it's gonna upload to Twitter. Takes its time uploading to Twitter, apparently. But anyways, guys, while we're doing this, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go and tell you guys that MacFun, the people that make this application called Snapheal, are giving away an iPad and some free copies of Snapheal. All you got to do is click the link down in the description below, and you can win a $700 iPad. You've got 28 days to do this. So you got to submit your email, download the free trial. So there is a free trial of this application on their website, which is really cool of them to do that. And then you can leave a comment below mentioning what you thought of Snapheal. So, I mean, I think it's great. I love the erase features. I guess the processing features are going to be a little slow. But for families, for someone who's not very well versed in Photoshop, and obviously for somebody who doesn't want to dish out like the $800 it is for Photoshop to kind of just do like a little photo touch-up, this is a great application. It's easy. The interface is awesome. You know, and it's not complicated at all. So I give it 2 thumbs up. I think it's a great application. It's only $19.99 to my knowledge. If I go to the App Store, let's just check here. Snapheal, $14.99. So it's $15. Totally worth the $15. It's only no, it's not even on sale right now. It's $14 all the time, which is really, really cool. So I give this thumbs up. This gives the Luke DeMarco thumbs up. And let's go to Twitter and see if that image posted. Twitter.com. I might not be signed in. Really hope I'm signed in. Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. My mom just pulled in the driveway. So yeah, this is a review. What was in this pic? So guys, this has been Luke from LukeDeMarco.com with a video review. Remember to subscribe, comment down below of what you think of Snapheal, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.